Number 8. Find the values of x for which in the value of x the function is going to be increasing. So same steps now. You have to find the interval and show which is going to be the interval for which the function is increasing. Okay. So if y equals so f of x equals x times x minus 2 the whole square. I'll multiply what is inside for simplicity. So I have x square minus 2x the whole square. F dash of x is going to be 2 times x square minus 2x power 1, and what is inside d by dx of this particular term, which is going to be 2x minus 2. This is going to be a chain process. Chain rule enna paathom differentiation la first pannone ulla irukra function yu thirumba differentiate pannanom. So what will I be left with? 2 times x into x minus 2. Now I am opening it times inge 2 common edutha I'll have x minus 1. When I club this 2 and this 2, I'll be left with 4 times x into x minus 2 into x minus 1. This is 4x times x minus 2 into x minus 1. So when I equate f dash of x to 0, I'll have x equals 0, x equals 2, x equals 1. Number line, I'm going to have the values from minus infinity to infinity. 0, 1 and 2. Okay, so what are my intervals going to be? It is going to be from minus infinity to 0, 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to infinity. And my function is going to be 4x times x minus 2 times x minus 1. And I need to check if it's increasing or decreasing. Now, when I take a value that's in between this, I can take minus 1. Okay, when the 4, it is going to be positive. Times x substitute it is going to be minus 1. So, minus 1 minus 2 is going to be again minus 1 is going to be minus. So overall this gives me a plus, and again I have a minus. So this is going to be negative, less than 0, decreasing. So this is not the interval we are looking for. Question la enna kekranga, it is an increasing function. Endha interval kekranga. So first interval is not for us. Next 0 to 1. So I can substitute the value half, which is in between them. So 4 it is going to be plus. Half is a positive value. Half minus 2 is going to be a negative value. Half minus 1 is going to be minus half, which is negative. So this is overall going to be positive, which is greater than 0. Hence, it is an increasing function. So this is the interval that we are looking for. Now, you have to check everything. Now 1 to 2, I can check for 1.5, which is 3 divided by 2. So 3 by 2 pota, 4 positive, 3 by 2 positive, 3 by 2 minus 2, which is 1.5 minus 2 is a negative value. Times 3 by 2 now 1.5 minus 1 gives me a positive value 0.5. So this is going to be positive. Okay. So overall I'll have a negative, which is less than 0, decreasing, not for us. Now 2 to infinity, I'm going to substitute 3. So positive, x is going to be positive. In that 3 substitute panna, 3 minus 2 is going to be positive. Again 3 substitute panna, 3 minus 1 is going to be positive. So this is positive, greater than 0, increasing. So this is the interval we are looking for. So and then the interval the function is increasing. F is increasing in an interval 0 to 1 and 2 to infinity. So how do you write the values? You can write x to be 0 to 1 and x greater than 2. So this is what they are asking in the question. Equal to is also a case. So in that equal to potalo, it satisfies the equation. Okay, please copy. Question number 9. Prove that 4 sin theta divided by 2 plus cos theta minus theta. In that minus theta question careful is an increasing function of theta in 0 to pi by 2. Interval enna kudutha adu increasing nu nama prove pannanom. Okay. So I have y equals, so f dash of x equals v u dash minus uv dash divided by v square. So when I do that, I have v u dash, this is my u, this is my v. So v u dash, which is d by d theta of, in that we are differentiating with respect to theta. Okay, in that theta. So d by d theta of 4 sin theta minus, I'll erase this. So I have minus u v dash, which is 4 sin theta d by d theta of 2 plus cos theta. Denominator the whole divided by v square. So 2 plus cos theta the whole square. Yes. D by d theta of theta is going to be 1. Okay. So when I solve this, I have 2 plus cos theta times 4 is a constant. Sin theta or derivative is going to be cos theta minus 4 sin theta. D by d theta of 2 plus cos theta is going to be minus sin theta divided by 2 plus cos theta the whole square minus 1. Don't forget the minus 1. When I multiply this inside, I have 8 cos theta plus 4 cos square theta plus in the minus 1 plus side. Correct? So I have 4 sin square theta minus when I take the LCM, I have 2 plus cos theta the whole square the whole divided by 2 plus cos theta the whole square. So now this is going to be 4 a common adutha. I have cos square theta plus sin square theta which is going to be 1. So when I write that I have 8 cos theta plus 4 times 1 cos square theta plus sin square theta minus when I open this bracket a plus b the whole square. So a square plus b square plus 4ab. So 2ab which is 2 into 2 4 times cos theta the whole divided by 2 plus cos theta the whole square. So when I open the minus, I have 8 cos theta plus 4 minus 4 minus cos square theta minus 4 cos theta the whole divided by 2 plus cos theta the whole square. 4 and the 4 gets cancelled. So I have minus cos square theta plus 4 cos theta divided by 2 plus cos theta the whole square. Numerator la cos theta common adutha I have 4 minus cos theta divided by 2 plus cos theta the whole square. Now denominator is always going to be positive. So denominator is always greater than 0. Now numerator check pannanum and what is the interval 0 to pi by 2. So from 0 to pi by 2 I have to check for cos theta times 4 minus cos theta. Now cos oda value eppadi increase agum? I know that from 0, let me draw the graph. So cos oda value is going to go something like this. And here the value is going to be pi divided by 2. So from 0 to pi by 2, I see that all the values are positive. Okay, and it is going to be between 0 and 1. So here I see that this is going to be positive and in the value of cos theta is between 0 and 1. So it is going to be positive again. So I see that overall it is going to be positive which means it's greater than 0. What is greater than 0? F dash of x is greater than 0. Now we have f dash of theta. So you have f dash of theta is greater than 0 which means f is increasing. The given function is increasing in interval 0 to pi divided by 2. Okay. Please copy. Question number 10. Prove that the logarithmic function is increasing on 0 to infinity. So, it is given that f of x is going to be some log function. So, f dash of x and it is going to be 1 divided by x. It's going to be 0 to infinity. If 0 to infinity, how does my f dash of x function look? 1 by x na, the value is going to be between 0 and infinity. When I take a value of 1, it is going to be 1 by 1. If 2 edutha 1 by 2. So, it is always going to be positive which means f dash of x is greater than 0. So, the final answer is going to be f is increasing. Now by f enna, it is going to be the log function. So log function is increasing from 0 to infinity. Avada the answer. Okay. Please copy. Question number 11. Prove that the function is neither strictly increasing nor decreasing between minus 1 and 1. Interval avangale kuduttaanga. So I have f of x equals x square minus x minus 1. When I differentiate, I have 2x minus 1. So what is my next step? Critical point. So f dash of x is 0 pota. I have 2x minus 1 equals 0. X equals 1 divided by 2. Now what is my interval going to be? Minus 1 to 1. So minus infinity to infinity it is going to be minus 1 to 1. And I have a half in between. So I need to check for the following interval. So minus 1 to half. Half to 1. And what is my f dash of x? It is going to be 2x minus 1. And I need to see if it's increasing or decreasing. So if a minus 1 to half, it is going to be, substitute some value 0. So I have 0 pota, it is going to be negative, which is in total negative less than 0. So it is decreasing. Half to 1. So in the value, if I put some value which is to be 0, half is going to be 0.5. So if I put 0.75, I have 2 into 0.75, which is some positive value greater than 1. Correct? It is going to be 75 now. It is going to be 1.5. So 1.5 minus 1, it is going to be a positive value. So positive greater than 0, so increasing. So it is going to be decreasing here and it is going to be increasing here. So since it's increasing and decreasing, the function is neither increasing nor decreasing. F is neither increasing nor decreasing. in -1 and 1. Okay, please copy. Question number 12. Which of the following functions are decreasing on 0 and pi by 2? So, இப்போ நம்ம எல்லாத்துக்குமே f dash of x கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். So, I have f dash of x for the first case is going to be minus sin x, and for this it's going to be minus sin 2x times 2. For this it's going to be minus sin 3x times 3. For this it's going to be secant square x. So, இப்போ first caseல I'm going to draw the graph for you. So, I have pi by 2, pi, 3 pi, is pi by 2 வரைக்கும் தான் கேட்குறான். So, pi by 2 வேண்டாம். Okay, let me not draw this. I'll draw till pi. Okay, 0 to pi வரைக்கும்னா sin function எப்படி இருக்கும்? This is going to be 1. So, sin 0 is 0, sin pi by 2 is 1, sin pi is again 0. Okay, now I'm talking about sin function from 0 to pi. So, the values are all going to be positive. But sin x is only positive. So, sin x is greater than 0 from pi by 2. But f dash of x is going to be minus sin x, which is going to be less than 0. So, this is going to be a decreasing function. So, option A is correct. Okay. Now, second case. B equals minus sin 2x times 2. Now, sin 2x times 2 na, I have to equate the function to 0. So, f dash of x equals minus 2 sin 2x. When I equate this to 0, I have sin 2x equals 0. Sin enna value la edukom? It is going to be 2x can take the values 0 and pi. Correct? So, when x equals 0, pi divided by 2. So, these are the two different values. I just told you that the sin function has all positive values, but in the இடத்துல minus 2 irukku. So, I see that f dash of x is going to be less than 0 because it is minus 2 sin 2x, and hence this is also a decreasing function. So, cos 2x is also the right option. Subsection 3. So, I have f dash of x equals minus 3 sin 3x. So, if this is the case, when I equate, I have 3x equals enna value 0, pi. So, x takes the values 0, pi divided by 3. So, when I talk about the number line, I have 0 to pi by 2, and in between I have pi divided by 3. Correct? Now, from 0 to pi by 3, I have to see how the function behaves. So, 0 to pi by 3 and pi by 3 to pi by 2. I have to check how my minus 3 sin 3x behaves. So, put the value, for example, in the pi by 3 podum. Okay, so when I have a pi by 3, let me put the value pi by 3. So, here what will I have? 3 sin 3 times pi by 3 is going to be sin pi. So, ipo nama pi varaikum paakrom. So, I have the value is going to be increasing until pi divided by 3. It will be a positive value, but here notice that I have a negative sign. So, it is going to be negative, less than 0, and hence the function is decreasing. Ipo second ku nama enna paaka porom? I again have minus 3 sin 3x. So, when I substitute, for example, this particular value, I have 3 pi by 2. If 3 pi by 2 varaikum eppadi irukku function, I see that I have a arc here, and from, I'm talking about pi by 3 to pi by 2, but my angle is 3x here. So, I have to check from pi to 3 pi by 2. Pi to 3 pi by 2, I see that all my values are in the bottom half, which is going to be negative. But in the or negative sign already irukku. So, it is going to be negative times negative, which in total is going to be positive, which is greater than 0, increasing. So, I basically see that from 0 to pi by 3, the value is decreasing, and pi by 3 to pi by 2, the value is increasing. So, we see that f is neither increasing nor decreasing. So, இப்படி தான் value எழுதணும். Okay, so 0 to pi by 3, it is going to be a decreasing function, and pi by 3 to pi by 2, it is going to be increasing. So, ரெண்டுமே நடக்கிறதுனால, it is going to be neither increasing nor decreasing. Okay, now option D. I have f dash of x equals secant square. Yeah, we found the f dash of x. So, I have secant square x. So, secant square x is basically going to be 1 by cos square. So, 1 by cos square x. I know that the cos function is going to be in the interval 0 to pi by 2. So, 0 to pi by 2 la cos function eppadi irukum? Pi by 2, pi 1 minus 1. So, the cos function is going to be 1. Pi by 2 la 0. Again, pi la minus 1. 3 pi by 2, again 3 pi by 2 is 0, again pi 2 pi it is going to be 1, and so on. So, basically we are talking about the interval pi by 2. So, 0 to pi by 2 la cos function eppadi irukku? It is going to be positive. So, I have 1 divided by some positive quantity, which is always greater than 0, and hence increasing. So, I have the secant square x to be increasing. So, f dash of x is greater than 0, f is increasing. Okay, so my answer is going to be option A and option B, which is f is decreasing. Okay, in the interval given in the question 0 to pi divided by 2. So option C and D not for us. Neither increasing nor decreasing. Option D is going to be increasing. So we are not talking about that. Okay.